Our topic for today is all about the graph of linear equations. So we can graph the linear equation using the intercept method. Okay? Wherein the x-intercept of a line is the abscissa of the point where the line intersects the x-axis, while y-intercept is the ordinate of the point where the line intersects the y-axis. So the steps in using the intercept method to graph the linear equation is that first, we're going to find the x-intercept. So in order to do that, we will just let y be equal to 0. And after that, we're going to find the y-intercept by letting x be equal to 0. To further understand the intercept method, let us have some examples. So first is we're going to graph x plus 3y equals 6. So again, our first step is to solve for the x-intercept. So simply, let y be equal to 0. Meaning to say, in the given equation, we will substitute y with the value of 0 to get the x-intercept. So using the equation, the given equation x plus 3y equals 6, simply substitute y with 0. That's why we have x plus 3 times 0 equals 6. So 3 times 0 is 0. We're going to have x plus 0 equals 6. Therefore, the value of x-intercept is equal to 6. Now, since we have the value of x-intercept, which is 6, we can also show that through coordinates. Okay? And paano natin siya gagawing coordinates? Nakuha natin that x is 6 and ano bang value ni y? That is 0, right? So our coordinates will be 6, 0. That is also the x-intercept. After that, we're going to solve for the y-intercept. In solving for y-intercept, we will now let x be equal to 0. So meaning, si x naman ngayon yung papalitan natin ng 0. And still, using the given equation, x plus 3y equals 6, this time, we're going now to substitute x with 0. So we're going to have 0 plus 3y equals 6. So 0 plus 3y equals 6. We have 3y equals 6. We only need the value of y. Okay, so since it still has a numerical coefficient of 3, we need now to divide both sides by 3 to get the value of y. Because 3 divided by 3 is 1, y na lang yung matitira. And on the other side of the equation, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Meaning to say, our y is equal to 2. Now, since we already have the value for y-intercept, again, we can represent it as coordinates. Okay? So, ang y-intercept natin through coordinates is 0, 2. Now, we already have 2 points. Right? We have 6, 0 for the x-intercept and 0, 2 for y-intercept. Ito na ngayon yung gagamitin natin as the points for graphing. So again, we have 6, 0 and 0, 2. We need to have, of course, a Cartesian plane. Okay? Now, ano lang gagawin natin? We will just going to plot the points. So first one is we're going to plot 6, 0. Okay, so x-axis, 6, 0, nandito siya. So this is now point 6, 0. And after that, 0, 2, y-axis. Ito na ngayon si 0, 2. Okay? So all we need to do is to connect the 2 points. Yan. So we're going to have a line. And this line now is the graph of the linear equation x plus 3y equals 6. Okay? Ito na yung itsura ng graph niya through intercept method. Okay? Next example. So next one is we're going to graph the linear equation 5x minus 4y equals negative 20. So same lang tayo ng step using the intercept method. So first, solve for x-intercept. Again, pag si x-intercept mo na, we're going to let y be equal to 0. Papalitan lang ulit natin si y ng 0. So using the given equation, 5x minus 4y equals negative 20. Substitute na y with 0. So we're going to have 5x minus 4 times 0 equals negative 20. So 4 times 0, we're going to have 5x minus 0 equals negative 20. Ano na lang matitira? We're going to have now 5x equals negative 20. We need to solve for the value of x. And again, since x has a numerical coefficient, which is 5, so we still need to divide both sides by 5. Laging dinidivide natin kung ano yung numerical coefficient ng variable. Kasi kailangan variable alone. 1 lang dapat yung maging numerical coefficient niya. Now, if we divide both sides by 5, so 5 divided by 5 is 1. X na lang yung matitira, right? And then negative 20 divided by 5, that is now equal to negative 4. Now, represent x-intercept as a coordinates. Therefore, we're going to have negative 4, 0. After that, solve for y-intercept. Again, let x be equal to 0. So again, this time, si x naman yung papalitan natin ng 0. And still, using the given equation, 5x minus 4y equals negative 20, substitute x with 0. We're going to have 5 times 0 minus 4y equals negative 20. 5 times 0 is 0, so minus 4y equals negative 20. Ano na lang yung natira? We're going to have negative 4y equals negative 20. We still have the numerical coefficient of negative 4 kay y. So again, we still need to divide both sides by negative 4. Okay? So negative 4 divided by negative 4 is y. And then negative 20 divided by negative 4 is positive 5. Right? Kasi negative divided by negative is positive. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So we're going to have y equals 5. Therefore, our y-intercept in terms of coordinates is 0, 5. Now, again, since we have now the coordinates, we can now use that to graph now the given linear equation. So using again the coordinates negative 4, 0 and 0, 5, first is we need to have the Cartesian plane. Now class, always remember that the horizontal line represents the x-axis. The vertical line represents y-axis. Okay? So now, first is we're going to graph for negative 4, 0. So, x-axis muna tayo. Nasaan si negative 4? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 here. So, nandun yung ating unang point, which represent the coordinates negative 4, 0. Next one is 0, 5. So, kay y-axis na tayo, positive 5. So, ito ngayon yung point ni 0, 5. After plotting the two coordinates, all you need to do is to draw a line connecting the two coordinates or the 2 points. Therefore, this line, okay, graph na yan. Ayan na ngayon yung graph na nagre-represent sa given equation which is 5x minus 4y equals negative 20. Okay? Ibig sabihin yan, ganyan itsura nung graph niya. Okay? Ng equation na given. Last example. So, for our last example, we're going now to graph 4x minus y equals 2. So, same process using the intercept method. Solve for x-intercept. let y be equal to 0. So again, using the given equation, 4x minus y, it should be y, right? This should be y minus y equals 2. So substitute y with 0. We're going to have 4x minus 0 equals 2. Now, ano na lang tira? We will now have 4x equals 2. Anong next step natin? Divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of x, which is 4. So 4 divided by 4 is simply x. 2 over 4, simplify yan. So 2 divided by 4, that is equal to 1 half. Or actually, we can also express them in decimal point para mas madali natin ma-plot yung point. Meaning that x is equal to 1 half or 0.5. Therefore, our first coordinate will be 1 half 0 or 0.50. Okay? Next, to solve now for y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So again, using the given equation, 4x minus y equals 2, we will now substitute x with 0. So we're going to have 4 times 0 minus y equals 2. 4 times 0 is 0 minus y equals 2. So we're going to have negative y equals 2. Now, that is not yet the value of y. Bakit? Kasi negative pa si y. Kailangan y lang, positive y. So since we still have negative y, paano natin siya gagawing positive? So all we need to do is to simply divide both sides by negative 1. Kasi di ba pag negative y, ibig sabihin ang numerical coefficient niya is negative 1. Right? So negative 1 divided by negative 1, magiging positive na. Kaya y na lang yung matitira. And 2 divided by negative 1, that is equal now to negative 2. Therefore, since our y-intercept is equal to negative 2, ang representation niya through coordinates will be 0, negative 2. And now again, since we already have two coordinates, we can now graph the given equation. So we're going to use 0.50 and 0, negative 2. Again, Cartesian plane. So first is 0.5. So kay x-axis, nasan ba si 0.5? Actually, 0.5, that is between 0 and 1. Tama? Ibig sabihin, nandiyan siya nasa gitna. That is the representation of 0.50 or 1 half 0. Then after that, for y-axis, 0, negative 2. So negative 2 ni y is here. So plot the point. That is now 0, negative 2. And again, for our last step, simply connect them. Okay? So draw a line. So that is now the graph of the given equation, 4x minus y equals 2. Okay? So this is the end of our discussion about the graph of linear equations.